While the Digital Vibe saga continues, the Health Department is taking some officials through disciplinary action. A special investigating unit report implicates them in the wrongful awarding of a contract to the tune of 150 million rand. Minister Joe Phaahla is telling eNCA's Heidi Giokos today that action is being taken against those implicated. She joins us now live. So Heidi, what's the latest on those 7 Health Department officials implicated?
So we do understand, Shahan, that an investigating team was appointed by the Department of Health to study the SIU reports and then make recommendations and provide a final report to the Acting Director General, Dr. Nicholas Crisp, who will then initiate the disciplinary processes and hearings against the 7 that have been implicated. The Health Minister telling eNCA today that they have moved swiftly with regards to processing and finalizing this report and making sure that it's done as quickly as possible. As if one remembers, the 7 officials that have been placed on precautionary suspension are key officials in the Department of Health, and currently they are acting positions and they are in desperate need to finalize this process. Of course, we do understand that this is an internal process by the Department of Health as they have been handed the SIU report that looks into the Digital Vibes contract that was awarded. It does, of course, include the Director General and a number of other key officials in the Department of Health. So the Health Minister is saying that he's very satisfied with how quickly this process has gone, and by Monday morning, the latest, the Acting Director General will have that final report and he can start with those disciplinary processes, which will include presiding officers. Let's listen to the Health Minister.
So where we are currently is that the investigators are almost completing, because while you have the report, they have to look at individual case and say, so-and-so is accused of this, this is what the report says, can we look at the details? So they've done that. They are completing. I'm told that by the end of this week, they will be done. So by Monday, the DG will receive the report, and now once that happens, then they will indicate who they believe out of the 7 they have very strong case in terms of the information and what charges they will face. So by Monday, they will have done that. But what happens then? Once the DG has received that, and has convinced himself that he understands everything, then that information, the charges, the charge sheet, because they must draw a charge sheet, the charge sheet then must go to each individual, and that individual then must be given a chance to go and prepare themselves, and they'll be informed that you're going to be charged and these are the charges.
The scandal really has exposed the rot at the department, right, at a very high level. What is the department doing to deal with corruption? Are we expecting more heads to roll?
Yes, Shahan, just on the back of what the Health Minister said, before I get into what the Minister said about further corruption in the departments, what's interesting here is that Sandile Buthelezi, who was the Director General, who's now placed on suspension, he's one of the 7 that's on precautionary suspension, actually asked the Department of Health about three weeks ago, not a month ago, if he can go on leave to prepare himself, as he had been notified that he was implicated and mentioned in the SIU report. So it's interesting that the Department of Health is giving him another chance to prepare. Of course, it's from another report that will have been concluded by the investigating team. So these 7 officials will be given a chance to prepare their answers and prepare what actually they were doing during the Digital Vibes contracts and when it was awarded. But the Department of Health has said for now it's just the 7 officials that have been highlighted that have been directly involved in the Digital Vibes contract. But he says this has sounded the alarm for possible other irregular procurements that has been awarded and possible mismanagement of funds. He says he is worried because already there is mistrust with regards to the Department of Health. In the middle of a pandemic, you have this questionable 150 million rand contract that was awarded under then Health Minister Dr. Zweli Mkhize. So he's saying that they are investigating further and they are looking at every single contract that's awarded, and the auditors come in almost twice a week to make sure that there's no irregularities. Let's listen to the Minister.
Remember, there was first an investigation by a private company which also brought up a number of issues which the SIU then went deeper and took quite some time They gave themselves some time. So on this matter, on the specific matter, I have no information which says to me I need to worry that there might be something deeper than that. To say that there might be other issues that I don't know, it's possible. It might be a red flag which says keep looking. There might be other irregular procurements and so on which we must look around. We've got the auditors. Currently, in terms of the vaccination program, we're being audited weekly, not monthly.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Our reporter, Heidi Giokos.